Hello everybody, welcome back again. And today, I decided to do something very different again. I've been doing a lot of very different things. On the difference between a Xbox 360 controller, Xbox One controller, and just randomly, if I can get it, PlayStation 2 controller. With blue tack on it. I need to take that off. Just hang in. Just hang in there. I'll put music in it so you don't get bored. Okay, well, you know what? I'll just show it to you like this. I'm sure a lot of you know what the analog sticks look like. The reason I just put these in here is because these are really the only three controllers that I have in my room. So, yeah, it's just this little preview of reviews. This is going to annoy me, probably going to annoy you, but I'm just going to have to deal with it. Okay, so, first of all, we're going to start off with the Xbox 360 controller. Now, as you can see, I do have two of them. This is the one that I have here right now. This is the plain white Xbox One, sorry, not Xbox One, Xbox 360 Slim. The controller's still exactly the same, but the Xbox is slimmer. So practically, when you hold it, it does feel a little bit small, mainly just for my hands, because like I can use the middle of my fingers for the joysticks. That doesn't feel very comfortable for me, but it's very small compared to my hands. But apart from that, if my hands were slightly smaller, it'd be very comfortable. I mean, I definitely find that. The D-pad feels very soft, so you don't have to like press it down really hard. And then, if you can hear that, they're a little bit tough to push down. I mean, this is an old controller, so it might be because of that, but it's pretty good. And then, for these, the back and the start button, they feel absolutely fine. Don't feel like there's anything wrong with them. Nor the Xbox button, which I'm really glad they put in there from the original Xbox. And then they have a big battery pack. I have no batteries in there right now, but this can be pretty annoying, because one, it makes a controller very heavy. So, it's not the most durable controller either. So seeing as it's heavy, and if it hits something hard, it can definitely break very easily. And then I've got the triggers, who don't really feel too good. And then the two proper triggers back here, LT and RT. On your fingers, they feel a little bit thin. You don't really feel like you're actually properly pushing something down. Now, I feel like I have to push something down like further, or it needs to be bigger. I mean, I have big hands, so the controller's a bit of an issue for me. It's got the classic A, B, Y, and X. X blue, Y yellow, B red, and A green. But that's all I have for this controller. Now we're going to go on to the PlayStation controller with blue tack on it. Now, as you can see, it has the cord. It's not plugged into the PlayStation 2 right now, obviously. Just don't mind the blue tack. But anyway, so this is the first controller that I have actually used. So I got pretty used to this. It's even smaller. I haven't used my PlayStation in a while, but... So the triggers, I like them, but I also don't. One reason is they only go down, they aren't like a normal trigger. I just like those features though. And then it's got the L1 and R1, which is exactly the same as the back, but smaller. And then it has the select and start button, which are just like a rubber button that you'd have on a TV remote. Same with the analog button. And then D-pad feels better than the Xbox 360, to be honest with you. And then it's got the classic triangle, circle, X, and square. The buttons feel fine. To be honest, this is one of the most comfortable controllers I've ever used. It's pretty small though, and I mean, this one's pretty old. But apart from that, you can click these down. It's a very easy to use controller. You don't really need to use much force into it. That's why I love it so much. But yeah, that's all we have for the PlayStation 2 DualShock 2 controller. Now we have the latest Xbox controller, the Xbox One S controller, which I got from a free upgrade because my original Xbox broke. But so first of all, the thumbsticks, they have a little dip in the middle there, which can be quite useful just so it's a lot easier to use. It's a lot bigger, which for me, it works a lot better. If you have small hands, it might be a little bit too big. But the D-pad, it's more of like a click, as you can hear that. It's very much of a click, not so much of a small, just silent push like the PlayStation controller. And then the buttons, they feel fine. Obviously, they make a little bit of a click again. Apart from that, they feel really good. Then the joysticks, they move around very loosely, but then very easily spring back there. So if you ever just need to stop moving it again, then you just go like that. Apart from that, they actually work really well. This controller does make a lot of noise though. But then you have these two buttons here, which is like the back and start button on the 360, but for the Xbox One. And then the Xbox button looks a lot better in this one. It's flat, so it's not sticking out at all. Sync button. The bumpers feel really good. Like when I'm sitting there playing like Infinite Warfare or something, it feels really good. And then for the triggers, they feel really good as well, because they're a lot bigger. It actually uses up your hand space instead of like just having them down the middle, like the 360 does. It's not very heavy, even with batteries in there, because this one doesn't have batteries in there at all. But it's still very light, which I very much like that. It's got two types of things where you plug your headset into. A normal headphone jack that you can use your normal headphones in as well. So if I quickly just go down here, grab my headphones that I sometimes use, especially for Battlefield 1. So see, it's got the cord here, and you can simply put that into there, and then all the game sound will be going towards your headphones. Now this works with any headphone thing that has that jack. And there's also one that is specifically just made for microphones. They're normally the more expensive ones. And then there's a micro USB port in here. So if you don't have batteries, you can plug it into something, or the Xbox itself. It'll work perfectly fine. I really like this controller because it's bigger. It fits my hands. To be honest, I do really like the design. But if Xbox brought out a controller that was a bit like this, I would much prefer that. I prefer the joysticks to be at the bottom and not quite up like that. I just feel like it's more easier to understand where everything is, especially when I try to get my parents to play. Let's just say they get very confused at it, seeing as they mainly play Nintendo 64s and all that. But I also just wanted to, because I mean, I've been really promoting my Pop Vinyls as a little collection video. I'm not quite sure why. I just thought it would make for a little bit of an interesting video. But so, as you can see, I've already got a Freddy one, as they feature Five Nights at Freddy's ones at the moment. So this is Freddy. It's very well built. I'm just going to put him to the side right now. So, this one is just the Doctor. I've got Queenie Goldstein from Fantastic Beasts, Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts, and then Niffler. But anyway, I'm not going to make a video on it now, because this was only for the controllers. This is just as a little preview sort of thing. But, if I had to choose one of my favorite controllers, my favorite controller I've ever used, even though I don't have the console for it, it would be the PlayStation DualShock 4 controller. I really like the design of that. I'm actually going to buy one soon. So only on my PC gaming, that will be with the PlayStation controller. And yeah, so I will be doing a comparison of the PlayStation 2 controller to the PlayStation 4 controller when I get one. I will definitely make a video on that. But as for today, that's all I really have for now, and not too much more. But also, I just wanted to quickly say, go check out my Battlefield 1 video, which is just up there. If you can see, just there. I know you're not blind, but yeah. So this video will be uploaded very, very soon. After my thank you video for the 103 views on my channel, which is just amazing. If you like my content, please subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. and I would love it if you could do that, and even leave a like on my video. That would be really cool as well. Actually, I've already gotten 1 view on my Battlefield 1, which, I mean, it's only been 9 minutes since I uploaded it. But, yeah, for now, that's all I have to say. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good day or night or whatever time zone you're in. See you all in the next video. See ya.